Hello friends, welcome to youtube.com oblique Dr. Vet channel. I am Dr. P.R. Patel, Professor and Head Veterinary Medicine. Today we will discuss here a very important disease, very zoonotic disease, glanders and farcy. Farcy is a cutaneous form of glanders. In part 1, we will discuss synonym, introduction, etiology, epidemiology. This bacterial disease is very much important from zoonotic point of view and field point of view also. Here we will discuss synonyms of glanders. There are many synonyms, but very famous synonym is farcy. Farcy is a cutaneous form of glanders. When nodules and abscess occur in the skin, it is called as a farcy. Detail we will see in the clinical findings. We will see here the introduction on glanders. Glanders is highly contagious disease, highly dangerous also. It is acute or chronic disease, usually fatal. In most of the cases, it causes death. Remember, it is a disease of solipates or soliungulates. Solipates and soliungulates are the mammal have a single hoof on each foot, and the solipates are horses, mules and asses. So this is the important disease of solid base, horses, mules and asses. We continue with the introductory part. Disease is characteristically characterized by a series of development of ulcerating nodules. First there is development of the nodules, then nodules are converted into ulcers. And these nodules are typically found in upper respiratory passages, that is nasal passage, lungs and skin. When the nodules are observed in the skin, it is called as a farcy. Farcy is a cutaneous form of the gland. Remember, disease has got zoonotic importance. It is transmissible to human beings. The disease also naturally contacted by other mammals, but rarely. Goats, dogs and cats are also recorded. We will discuss here the etiology of glanders. Glanders is caused by Burkholderia malai. This is the latest name. Previously, it was known as Pseudomonas malai. The Burkholderia malai are medium-sized organism, gram-negative, rod-shaped, strict aerobic organism. Burkholderia are non-motile, non-encapsulated, and non-spore forming bacilli. It is considered that polysaccharide capsule is an important virulence factor of this organism. This polysaccharide capsule enhances the survival of organism in the environment. Continue with the discussion on etiology. Most of the organism will grow on Macconkia agar. The organisms, the organisms, agar. 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 The organisms, agar is susceptible to heat, light, and common disinfectants. Organisms are destroyed through heating to 55 degrees centigrade for 10 minutes. The organisms are susceptible to many common disinfectants such as iodine and benzalkonium chloride. So these organisms are very susceptible to heat, light and disinfectants. We discuss here some of the epidemiological important factors of the glanders about the prevalence of infection. The glandular is most prevalent in horse rearing countries because it is the disease of the equids, solipeds. The glanders is endemic in Africa, Asia, Middle East, and Central and South America. The glanders is eradicated from many countries, North America and Thailand. The disease prevalence is decreased by strict preventive control measures such as strict isolation, proper sanitation, and continuous smelling test for the diagnosis. Detail about we'll see smelling test in the diagnostic part. We will discuss here sources of infection and transmission. The most common source of infection is contaminated food or water. This food or water is contaminated by discharges from the respiratory tract or ulcerated skin lesions from the carrier animal. This infected food and water is ingested by the animals. So ingestion is the common route of the infection. The subclinical carriers are more dangerous for transmission of disease than clinical cases because clinical cases one can see and control the disease while the subclinical carriers are difficult to identify and during the course they disseminate the infection. Discussion on the sources of infection and transmission. We have already seen that organisms enter into the body with the main route ingestion of food and water. Now this food and water is infected by chronically or subclinically infected equids. They continuously shed the organism Burkholderia melli intermittently or constantly and contaminate food and water. The organism also enter through inoculation into the body. The organism also enter through skin and mucous membrane. If there is abrasion or injury on the skin and mucous membrane, the organism enter into the skin and body and produce infection. Friends, we discuss here the source of infection and transmission. The another important route of entry of organism is through inhalation. Inhalation of contaminated aerosols through respiratory tract. Disease also transmit through direct contact. Disease always also transmit through use of contaminated harness and grooming tools. If the horses are tied with a great density, more proximity, more nearer, and if there are stress factor, it favors the spread of disease. The flies may act as a mechanical vector. Remember, man can also get infection through broken skin contact when the abrasion or wound come in contact with infected exudate. We will discuss here susceptible host to the glandular or host affected. The equines or equids are the highly susceptible horse, mules, and donkeys. Human beings is also highly susceptible. Among these, donkeys are most susceptible. The mules are somewhat less susceptible. So donkeys and mules manifest acute symptoms because they are more susceptible. Comparatively, horses demonstrate some resistance. So horse manifest chronic form of the disease. We discuss here host affected. We have seen that equines are highly susceptible, human being is highly susceptible. But occasional infections is observed in carnivores, especially dogs and felines, because they ingest the infected meat, so they get the infection. The cattle and pigs are resistant. Friends, remember, glandular is a zoonotic disease. Man is highly susceptible, and prognosis is always fatal. So be careful. This is very important disease from zoonotic point of view because human is highly susceptible. Prognosis is always fatal. There is professional hazards to the veterinarian also. When they come in contact with infected patient or a sample during diagnosis of disease, in the laboratory, during treatment, during handling the animal, they may get the infection. There are chances of infection. So please be careful. There is a professional hazard of the glanders. Friends, we have discussed very important disease, glanders and farcy, synonym, introduction, definition, etiology and epidemiology. This disease is very important from genetic point of view. So from field point of view, so please share the information to the veterinary students and veterinarians to promote the channel. Please subscribe the channel. Thank you very much for observing this video.